Good morning, children. Today I am here with my third video, that is goods and service tax, जिसको हिंदी में हम कह सकते हैं वस्तु एवं सेवा कर. Actually, this is the new topic which is introduced for CBSE examination. So children, it is very important for you to understand this term goods and service tax, one nation, one tax. Goods and service tax, it is an indirect tax. Tax imposed in India on the supply of goods and services. So it is an indirect tax. ये अप्रत्यक्ष कर है जो वस्तु और सेवाओं की पूर्ति पर लगाया जाता है. तो आज हम उसी की चर्चा कर रहे हैं. पूरे देश में एक टैक्स सिस्टम होना चाहिए, इसके लिए आज हम इसको ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे. The goods and service tax is a value-added tax levied on most goods and services sold for domestic consumption. The GST is paid by consumers, but it is remitted to the government by the business selling the goods and services. Goods and service tax is for one nation, one tax. One nation, one tax. GST is an indirect tax which has replaced many indirect taxes in India. Children, I want to tell something. Before GST, there were so many taxes in India before introduction of goods and service tax. So this tax replaced all those indirect taxes. ये उन सभी अप्रत्यक्ष करों को हटाकर एक कर के रूप में सामने आया. तो बच्चों ये ध्यान देना है इसके बारे में कि जीएसटी it is a very important term and it is a very important tax for the nation. One country, one tax. Indirect tax, as you know, the taxes which are imposed on a person, suppose imposed on a producer and paid by consumer. So this is the tax which is an indirect tax. तो ये एक तरह से अप्रत्यक्ष कर है जो पूरे देश में लागू किया गया. अब किस तरह से लागू किया गया इसको समझना है. The Goods and Service Tax Act was passed in the Parliament on 29th March 2017. So children, you have to remember this date, 29th March 2017. That came into effect on 1st July 2017. So this is also very important. Sometime you may get one MCQ question for this date. So 1st July 2017. 1 जुलाई 2017 को यह पूरे देश में लागू हो गया था. भले ही पार्लियामेंट ने इसको मार्च में ही पास कर लिया था 29 मार्च को, लेकिन ये 1 जुलाई 2017 से पूरे देश में लागू किया गया. Goods and Service Tax law in India is a comprehensive, multi-stage, destination-based tax that is levied on every value addition. Actually, we have discussed the value-added method. So when the production starts, the value of goods and services increases by every stage of production, and this tax, it is on the value added of the goods and services. It is collected from the point of consumers. In simple words, goods and service tax, GST, is an indirect tax levy on the supply of goods and services. तो ये वस्तु और सेवाओं दोनों की पूर्ति पर लगाया जाता है. GST is one indirect tax for the entire country, one nation, one tax. Children, you might have heard about the new agenda of the government that one nation, one ration card. So it was the continuation of that GST, you can say. बोथ टर्म आर डिफरेंट. हम पूरे देश के लिए एक ही कर नीति को लगाएंगे. क्या था 2017 के पहले पूरे देश में अलग अलग तरह से टैक्स लगाए जा सकते थे. हर राज्य सरकारें अपने अपने तरह से स्टेट टैक्स लगाती थी, एक्साइज ड्यूटी लगता था. तो ये इन चीजों को बदलकर अब हम लोग गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स लेकर आए, जिसे पूरे देश में एक समान, वन नेशन वन टैक्स. Of who are in the decision making on GST. GST is governed by the GST Council, which includes the Union and State Finance Minister. So you have to remember, Union and State Finance Minister are the member of this GST Council, and this council takes the decision for implementing the tax. Present chairperson, as you know, our finance minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman. So she is the present chairperson of this GST Council. Present convener of GST Council, Sri Sushil Kumar Modi, Deputy CM of Bihar. So he is the convener of this. So this term you have to remember. Again, GST Council is a constitutional body for making recommendation to the union and state government on issues related to goods and service tax. So this body makes recommendation which are related to the goods and service tax. तो ये जो कोई भी recommendation होगा उसको ये GST Council इसको भेजती है और इसको अप्रूव करती है. The GST Council is chaired by the Union Finance Minister and other members are the Union State Minister of Revenue or Finance and Minister in charge of finance or taxation of all the states. So children, you have to remember the members of the GST Council, and first, you have to remember that date, GST Council, GST, when it was introduced on 1st July 2017 for the entire nation. So this is GST Council. Now coming to GST rates. Actually, 4 rates are there, 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. But here I am writing 0% also. 0%, why I am given 0%? Because some of the items which are there, it is not under GST. So there is no tax on those items. So these items have 0% tax rates. So you have to remember this 0% tax rate. 0% tax rate, unpacked food grains, fresh vegetables and fruits, fresh meat, fish, chicken, milk, eggs, curd, lassi, unpacked paneer, all hotels and lodges in India with the tariff below 1000. तो ये ध्यान देना है कि 0% टैक्स कहाँ है. जो होटल में अगर 1000 से कम, मान लो 999 रुपया अगर है उसका टैरिफ, एक दिन का उसका किराया, तुम कह सकते हो होटल में रहने का जो चार्ज है, अगर 990 है तो उस पर जीएसटी नहीं लगता है. सो इस तरह से, and only 0.25% GST on rough precious stone. So this is also important very less GST it is imposed on rough precious stones. Only 3% GST on gold. 3% GST on gold. So gold making, you can see that there are 3% GST. Cess of 22% on top of 28% GST applies on selected items like irritated drinks, luxury cars, and tobacco products. So you have to remember this GST and so 5% GST below 10,000. Actually, medicines, insulins, biogas, postage revenue, it is 5%. Transport services, small restaurants, 5% GST, 12% cell phones, Ayurvedic medicines, playing cards, chessboard, services, non-AC hotels, business class air ticket. So here you can get 12% GST. And 18% GST, footwear above 500, camera, speakers and monitors, headgears, and services, AC hotel services, room tariff between 2,500 and 7,500. So here you have to pay GST for 18%. And 28% GST, automobiles, motorcycles, and services like cinema, five-star hotels, and room tariff more than 7,500. So here you can see that the GST rate, it is applied for these items. So some items which are there in India, which is not in purview of GST. एक्चुअली इसको हम जीएसटी में लिए ही नहीं है, इन पर 28% से भी ज्यादा सरकार या जितना चाहे सरकार टैक्स लगा सकती है. एक्चुअली इस पर अभी तक स्टेट एंड यूनियन गवर्नमेंट में कोई डिसीजन नहीं हुआ. तो पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स, अल्कोहलिक ड्रिंक्स, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, these are the items which are not in purview of GST, and GST it is more than 28% on these items. So you have to remember. So petroleum product, it is costly in India because GST rate is higher. How GST is levied, that is another point. So it is also very important. GST is levied on the value addition, the monetary value added at each stage to achieve the final sale to the end customer. Actually, we have discussed the value added method. So like that, it is only on the value addition. It is not tax on tax. So whatever the value it is increased, the tax it is levied only on that particular amount. So, and it is to the final sale to the end consumer. So that you have to remember that it is not it is not tax on tax, but it is the final, or it is on the value addition in which the tax is imposed. Now I am discussing advantage of tax or GST. Actually, earlier there were so many taxes, so now it is fewer taxes, and broadening the tax base, mitigation and cascading of taxes. Sometimes the people were not giving tax, so that is also now not possible. And efficient use of resources, creation of common national market. So that is also there. So one nation, one tax, this is the very, very good advantage of the country, and the fewer tax, so the people can easily pay this tax to the government. Actually, the tax which people pay, it is used for the benefit of the people only. GST has mainly removed the cascading effects on the sale of goods and services. That is, GST regime eliminates the tax on tax. The cost of goods decreases. GST is also mainly technologically driven. All activities like registration, return filing, application for refund and response to notice needs to be done online on the GST portal. This accelerates the process. तो अब क्या हो गया कि जीएसटी से जो कर चोरी था वो भी कम हो गया और ये टैक्स के ऊपर टैक्स लग जाता था। मान लिया एक टैक्स है, अगर 10% टैक्स लगा और बाद में 1100 हो गया तो फिर उस 100 रुपये पर फिर से एक टैक्स लगता है अगर वैल्यू एडिशन हो रहा है वहां से। तो इस तरह से टैक्स ऑन टैक्स इट इज रिमूव्ड और अब लोगों के लिए रिटर्न फाइल करना, क्योंकि सारा कुछ ऑनलाइन प्रोसेस पर हो चुका है तो आसानी से लोग इसको टैक्स को पे कर सकते हैं और किसी भी तरह का दिक्कत नहीं है। Now we have to know the components of GST. अब इसमें कौन कौन सा टैक्स शामिल है? तो सबसे पहला है हमारा सेंट्रल जीएसटी, सीजीएसटी, एसजीएसटी, IGST and UTGST. These are the different types of GST which are there. CGST collected by the central government and intra-state sales. Suppose something which is produced in one state, for example, I am taking Maharashtra or Madhya Pradesh or Bihar. So, and it is produced and sold in that state, then it is collected by the union government. Again, SGST, here collected by the state goods and service tax, collected by the state, including Delhi and Pondicherry, government on an intra-state sale. It is like the above tax, that this tax, suppose something it is produced in Uttar Pradesh and it is sold in Uttar Pradesh, that then the government of that state will impose this tax, that is called state goods and service tax. UTGST collected by union territories not having legislature, and IGST collected by central government for interstate sale. So, and this is distributed among central and the state government. So children, these are the things which I have discussed about the GST, and we have discussed about the GST, and there are some amendments in the GST in 2018 and some items which are now it is there in the GST, and the slab it is changed. In 2018, some changes. On 20th September 2018, the 31st time, among other things, the GST rates were revised with the rates as follows. So, vegetable provisionally preserved but unsuitable for immediate consumption, 5% to nil. Parts of manufacturing renewable energy devices falling under Chapter 84, 85, 94 of tariff, 5%. Music books 12% to 5%. Now the tax reduced. Natural cork 12% to, now it is changed. Walking sticks, marble rubber 18% to 5%. So earlier it was 18%, now it is 5%. Accessories for handicapped mobility vehicles, it was earlier 28%, now it is reduced to 5%. Power banks, movie tickets, more than 100, video games, relate, retreated and used pneumatic rubber tires. So earlier there was 28% GST, now it is reduced to 18%. So this way, the GST council is meeting every time and it is reducing the tax level, whatever the necessary steps it is taking for the suggestion given by the states. So children, you can easily remember. So the GST council, and every time it is taking some steps. Coming to the conclusion, so what are our conclusions? So children, you have to remember the goods and service tax has ensured formalization of the economy and improved mop of delivering seamlessly convergence under one nation, one tax theme. So this is very important. The theme of one nation, one tax, actually it is adopted through GST with uniformity of rates and elimination of multiple other indirect taxes. GST has cut out the cascading of levies, widened the tax net, and added to the revenues. So this way revenue is also improved. Introduction of the e-way bills has improved the system by reducing transport and logistic costs. So e-way bill, now it is coming, and this e-way bill, it has reduced the transport and other costs. The export sector, that is also very important. It is also affected by this GST. The export sector too has given its approval to GST despite its refund challenges, and it has reduced cost of manufacturing and logistics through complete rebate of input taxes on all goods and services. So children, you have to remember, this is a you can say this is a revolutionary step to change the entire tax system, and the government introduced this tax system on 1st July 2017, and still some suggestions which are given, it is introduced and government is taking decisions. So this is the tax which is joining the entire country, you can say, and the tax, it is benefiting the consumer as well as producers also. So now I am coming to some important questions which are there. So isko dhyan dena, explain the concept of GST. There may be some question you can write. So you have to write the concept of goods and service tax, which are the different slabs of GST. So you have to write the tax slab. So there may be one question for 3 marks for tax slab. And there may be a question on GST council. So write a note on GST council. So ये GST council पर एक आप note लिखिए. When did GST come into effect? Again, I was telling this question. So I have given this question. When did GST come into effect? So you have to remember the date. Who is the present convener of GST council? This question may come or may not, but you can write or explain the advantages and disadvantages of GST. So advantages are more and there are very few disadvantages. So sometimes people are feeling difficulty for filing returns for GST, but when they will learn, they will know how easy it is. So there are more disadvantages you have to write and very few disadvantages. So children, I think you might have understood about the GST and this tax. It is one of the revolutionary step in our financial system. So thank you children. Good luck. तो आपने मेरा वीडियो सुना है इसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. मैं I will come with my next video next time. Okay, thank you children.